I'll say good evening to Young Tef. What's going on, my bro?
What's going on, brother?
Overdue, bro. We're overdue.
Long time coming, man.
Do you know what? When I was on my way here, I said the first thing I'm just gonna say is like, bro, like, don't like the word underrated, yeah. But I know you know that.
Turn straight into it with
Yeah,
that.
bro. Like, what is it like? Why aren't you getting your accolades, bro? What would you put it down to?
Do you know what it is, yeah? I don't like the word underrated either, yeah? As much as people like say it and that. Because to me, it's like, if so many people say underrated, then how is it underrated? But I get it because there's a whole majority of people who don't know. So they can't rate what they don't know because that's not what's brought to their attention. Do you know what I mean? So I would say like, it's more like marketing. I say it's everything outside of the talent, put it that way. And with me, yeah, and something that like, which was probably like detrimental to my career is that I always thought, you know what, the best music and the best talent will always prevail. And that hasn't been the case in our scene, probably never.
Yeah, it's a bit of an old school mentality, innit? Like,
It's proper old school, but I'm from the old school, innit? That's where I'm from, do you get it? So it's like, I hear it, but I can't really subscribe to it because it's like, majority, like the vast majority of people that do listen to my music rate it highly. Like, man's cult following is different to like, because you'll get a rapper that comes along and he might be the biggest rapper in the country, but that lasts for a year, 2 years. And then his fan base are on to the next biggest rapper. My fan base ain't like that.
do you know what I was gonna say, bro? Because remember when you were on the thing with a link up, and when I saw you the last time I spoke to you about it,
Yeah.
when you talked about when you put yourself in that category,
Yeah.
I think some of the audience were thinking like, what?
Yeah, like, is he mad? Like, what's he doing? The top 5 lyricists thing, yeah. But I stand on it though.
When you see that kind of like, let's say ignorant feedback, yeah. What did you put that down to then? Were they just ain't taking it in?
Do you know what's funny about that? Because I received so much backlash from that, not just from fans. Like, I had other rappers like hitting man up like, bro, Def, what? So you don't rate my thing? Or, like, I swear down. Like, even Wretch hit me. Not like on that tip. Wretch hit me like, we got to get back in the booth. Sort of thing, like on a competitive one, do you get me? But there's also man that will fell out with over it, like rappers and that. But I'm saying, bro, I should believe I am. Do you know what I mean? And then since then, it's like, I've had fans come like, oh, I get it now. Oh, this is why you said you're top. Oh, you was.
Now it seems like you said it. I don't think they did the back research, and then now they're hearing you thinking, wait, hold on, we didn't really take this in.
And what you have to remember is, yeah, like with like me and when I came into the game, a lot of my fans have grown. Yeah. So like, I've got fans that probably started listening to me when I was in school. Now they're like married with kids and a job, and they update me on these things as well. Could be like, Tef, I started listening to you when I was in year 9. Now I work for this. I just had my second son. And I'm like, wow, you actually grown with, man. Because I was a kid when I started, and now I'm a grown man. But you've done the same with me. But a lot of the people that you see that represent the UK fan base online, they're kids.
Yeah, there's more of them now, and they're louder, innit?
They're kids. So it's like, to them, Dave is the best rapper in the country. Stormzy's the king of grime. They don't know about the other people that came before them. But that's, for them, that's enough because it makes sense to them. And I get it. I'm not mad at that.
But do you not feel in a way it's almost like it raises some of like, I won't say the history, but
It does.
Yeah, people don't
It
listen
raises
to
history.
Skinny Man cancel State of Mind.
It does.
Rodney P, all those things there. It's like, just rubbing man out.
Because I remember one time I must have said that for man, Giggs was the first gangster rapper. Like, Giggs is like the birth of UK gangster rap. And a lot of men took it the wrong way. They was like, oh, what about Rodney P and Black Twang and Skinny Man? And I was like, yeah, I get it.
But they weren't gangster rap though.
Wasn't gangster rap.
They were
It didn't make niggas like me feel like man could come outside. Because when man started rapping, I didn't swear. I didn't say nigger. I thought if you do these things, you're not gonna. So when gigs came out, talk about what? Like, you know what I mean? Like, 3 Mac 10s, man, spent up to 9. I'm saying, I'm losing my mind. I'm saying, bro, so we can rap like this. And he's on radio and he's on I'm saying, nah, I'm rapping how I want to rap. Man ain't censoring shit. Because he did it and kicked the door down for niggas like man to come through and then be unapologetic with it. Because it's street shit at the end of the day. Do you get it?
You know what it is, bro? I think when like kind of time when you started, bro, it really was the mixtape game, innit? Like, because when I listen to everyone says mixtape, but when I listen to your, especially your first 3 projects, it feels real mixtape.
It's a proper mixtape era. Because what you have to remember is, alright, cool. The UK aside, I grew up on 50 Cent, Styles P.
That's my favorite rapper, Styles P.
Styles P is my. That's the reason I started rapping was because of Nas.
Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah, I can feel the Nas.
Because of Nas, that's the reason I started rapping. And then Dizzy, because basically what happened was, Nas is the reason I started rapping because I grew up in a house where I got like 6 older brothers, 2 older sisters. So it's like, I was always hearing hip hop and R&B from when I was a youth. I was literally born on that. So I knew the lyrics to songs beginning to end. I didn't know what they were talking about. Tupac, all of that. I just knew, but I didn't know what they were saying. It's only when I grew up like, oh shit, that's what my mum was talking about. This is nuts. And it became even better to man. So it's like, Nas made man want to rap, but back then, rap wasn't cool to do over here. And if you did rap, you had an American accent.
Oh, yeah. And everyone was getting ripped in school and college. Like,
It was dead. Do you know what I mean? So then, what was the next best thing? Grime.
Yeah.
And that
was your entry point, right?
Yeah. People started hearing me. First they heard me on Grime, but what I'm saying is, I was writing rap lyrics before that, but it weren't cool to rap, so I didn't rap to no one. Do you understand? So when that era you're talking about, the mixtape era, well, I call it the DVD era. Because it's before YouTube, and you had to be either someone or very good to be on the DVD. It's not just anyone that could get on the DVD. Do you get it? So it was very competitive, and it was like, nah, this is what I want to do.
Can't think, bro. Training, it was different training. You had to go out and you had to go out and sharpen.
And what you have to remember with that as well, yeah. With that grime scene and that, yeah. It's not like we're going studio, making tracks in the comfort of your studio release. Bro, we're going in a room smaller than this with 20 men that all want the mic. And there's little me trying to get the mic, and there's bare big niggas around, and it's mad testosterone in the room. Do you get it? That's a jungle, bro. Like, that was man's training camp.
What was the first? Do you remember the first that you did?
I must have been in school. Cause obviously the estate I grew up on, Summerley and in Brixton, Solo from NAA, that was like my best friend's big brother. So I used to go to his house when he used to have decks and that. So I used to go to his house when he was doing his little thing, practicing that. I used to think, oh, fam, I wish I could just go with him one day. Do you know what I mean? One day he hit me as a school night, I remember. And then he's like, yeah, man's taking you radio. I was like, what?
But he knew you was doing rap.
He must have heard you then. Nah, this is what I'm saying. He didn't know that I had bars until there was a barbecue on the ends one summer, yeah? And everyone was just like, there was Dex, same thing, the mic. I said, right, let me get the mic. Man's like, what are you talking? Jimmy, move. I didn't even have a name them times there, you get me? He's like, move, man. Grabbed the mic. I did like an 8 bar. Mad. From then, mad. That was it. You knew. That was it. He knew. Nigga, everyone just knew. Do you know what I mean? And then one time he took me radio, I think. Like, it was Nasty, L-Man.
L-Man used to be hard, bro.
One, bro. You get me? Sick. And this is on Grime. So it's like, yeah, it must have been on Top FM. I think it must have been like Oval, one of them tower blocks them times there. It was just madness, bro. Like, madness. I'm talking like, what you have to remember is, yeah, man's going there, grabbing the mic, and you're spitting off the top of your head. Obviously, you know your bars, because man had a little lyric book and that. But it's not like going to the, you know what I'm trying to say? Man, ain't studio MCs and we're going and perfect. You're coming live, and this is live radio as well. If you fuck up, you're done.
There wasn't no, like, have your phones out.
Nah, none of that. Yeah. What phone? Man, I had a 3210. What are you writing on there?
That's true.
You get me? green screen. It's mad. So it's like, yeah, that's where man comes from. But then it came to a point where obviously like the streets just had a chokehold on man, bro. I just always wanted to do what the bad boys was doing. Like that, it just enticed man too much. And it got to a point where garage weren't even cool no more. Because it was garage back then. We didn't call it grime yet. It was garage, you know what I mean? It just weren't cool no more. Man started seeing these DVDs, Sticky Business, fucking Welcome to Borough 6, fucking, you know, what's it, Streets Incarcerated. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm like, nah, I need to be on one of these. You know what I mean? And that was just a goal. And then it became a rap thing. And then we have to remember is man's rapping on man's favorite American rappers' beats. So it was hard. It was hard.
Do you know what I was saying? Not to like deviate too much. Like I feel like your first 3 projects had that. It reminded me of that straight. Like when I think about Mashtown, PDC, the flow was like it was that.
Because that's what it is. Mashtown, PDC, North Star. Yeah. Those were the sets that everyone was looking up to them times. You get me?
And then that flow is very deliberate. It's very. I think your 4th project. That's when you kind of like
calm down a bit. Yeah. Because it was just rugged at first, bro. Yeah. It was so rough. Like, even listen back and I think, wow, my voice was mad rough. Like I sounded like it's just like an animal, bro. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. To the point where people see me and be like, bro, you sound like a big man. I'm saying, bro, it's little me, bro. You know what I mean? Like it's crazy, bro. It was crazy.
Bro, like obviously that Brixton has always been hot. And I think those times there, like just for you, what was it like growing up, man? Like we said, we're both from the Nigerian heritage. Yeah. But you're the youngest out of all your siblings, or?
I know I got one little brother, but apart from that, everyone else was older than me. But what was like growing up in Brixton them times? Yeah. It was fun as hell, man. It was so much fun, bruv. Like I wish I cherished it more at the time instead of wanting to grow up so fast because I wanted to be like the older guys doing what they were doing. But Brixton, there was a time where Brixton was like, it didn't matter where you was from in Brixton because man's going estate. This estate might be popping today. Tomorrow that estate. We were just going estate to estate to estate. And what used to happen in Brixton a lot was a lot of shubs, like house parties. Yeah. And that's your time. Like, that's the stage. So I was telling my brother the other day, I was like, I don't know if most man, but boy, if you're from the hood, you know. See Tempman? Yeah. There was a time, right, yeah? We would go to like, this is when like South Links East, Teen Delight, yes. Hot Boys Meet Buff Girls, them raves were popping, Top Boy. Do you get me? We will come back from like them raves, yeah? Come to Brixton Morley's, yeah? Like Tempman will be standing on the table with a can of Coke in his hand, just rapping to everyone. There's no camera phones, nothing. Everyone's just in a maze, like, raging, woo, flipped out because I wasn't paid in full. He's like, bro, it was madness. And I always say, bro, if Temp like kept it to he would have been the biggest thing. I'm telling you, bro. Charisma, he had it. Presence, he had it. Stature, he had it, bro.
He meant it.
He meant it. And this is a 15-year-old looking like a 28-year-old man. Like, do you know what I mean? And he was about his thing.
Yeah, and it's weird, bro. When you think about like all those like, bro, there's so many stories that it's infamous with like Brixton and just, bro. The thing about Brixton is that summertime Brixton's like one of the best, bro. Brixton don't sleep, bro.
Brixton, you see, summertime in Brixton, you could be on Brixton Road at 3 a.m. It looks like 9 p.m.
Yeah, it's still active. Brixton don't sleep, bro.
We used to just be outside all night on the estate in a string vest.
When do you think it started to change? Because I'm not too aware that it's even for me, bro. I didn't even know how divided Brixton was.
Okay, so what played a heavy part was when the Muslim era came in, and that sparked a lot of fear in people, and it's like it sparked a lot of fear, not just in Brixton, across the whole South London. And I remember, yeah.
But that's just before people doing the whole blood thing, isn't it? I think.
This is before that. And there was certain people that died or was killed, and that kind of separated like friendship groups, or there was friendship groups where this man might turn Muslim and now he's not rolling with these men no more. And there was a lot of like confusion going on. And I'd say that's where things started going a bit left. In Brixton though. Do you know what I mean? And then you have other ends be like, nah, fuck them Brixton, man. Or nah, man ain't converting or da-da-da. Because man was literally well, certain brothers was literally on a get down, lay down thing, and that made a lot of people feel like, nah, like man's uncomfortable. Like man wouldn't even come Brixton again. You know what I mean?
I'm not from Brixton, but I remember like I think when I was hearing it, so I was like, you're literally being told like maybe you may just be on the street and someone's gonna.
Yeah, are you Muslim? Oh no, that's not even it. Man will say to you, Assalamu alaikum, and by your response alone, man will know if they're gonna rob you or not. Like, it was tough times for certain man. It was. But I remember I was young at the time, so I didn't really understand it. You know what I mean? I grew up in a Christian household as well. Listen, my mum was born Muslim and her side of the family is Muslim, but when she met my dad and married, she converted to Christianity and that. So it's like I took Shahada when I was 19, but this thing was going on from when I was like just leaving school days. So it was a lot of confusion. Do you know what I mean? And it's like, raw, like, are you telling me that people are fearing the next group of people because of their faith? But then what I realized as I got older was it wasn't their faith. They were using it as, do you know what I mean? As an interrogation. Because people are scared of what they don't understand, right? And when you check it, Islam is one of the most peaceful religions in the world. But it's like you get the extremists and like these times like the Taliban and these things. So
the media are playing a heavy hand in it.
The media played a heavy hand in it. So you just thought anyone that was Muslim, well, a black Muslim man, was just on badness.
Or most of the time, some people say that he converted inside, he came out.
Where when he was in, it was a jail thing. Yes, because that was more from American culture. Because when you go to jail in America, you have your Muslims, your non-Muslims, your like the Hispanic lot, and then you had like what they would call like, you know, the 5%ers, but that's more like a New York thing. It's like Nation of Islam. And that came over here sort of thing. And then the Bloods and the Crips came in. And that was the end of all unity in South London.
Yeah, it was getting taken out.
That's when it got, yeah. Yeah, if you're from South, so you know how it was. It was, yeah.
Bro, and it was actually like a worrying time because you didn't want to be outside.
Definitely. And if you was outside, you wanted to claim something just to, do you know what I mean? Yeah. And yeah, a lot of men fell victim to.
You had older brothers, so what? Were your older brothers like?
So the older brothers that lived in the house with me, one of them was more like, he was on the street shit, do you know what I mean? Like, not so much the violence, but more the trapping, getting money. He was always fast from young, do you know what I mean? Like, he used to like, when we used to go to school, he'll make man go Lidl's, we'll buy a £1 packet of sweets, we'll go to school, sell them for 10p each, make £5. You know what I mean? I'm keeping my money that my mum gave me every day, I'm saving it, I'm making money and spending that. My mum stopped buying trainers for me when I was in what? Probably 9, 10, and I started buying, and you know, I love trainers, bro. I was buying Harachis and that with coins. So me and my brethren, what we used to do, before school, we used to go around Brixton, like see the especially like around Brixton Rec, like the busy areas, and we used to stick the parking meters. So we'd get like a stick, like a little stick or straw or branch, something, stick it underneath the flap where the money's meant to come down, stick it so people's going there all day putting in the money, come back after school, bust the stick, ding, 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 pockets. Bro, I remember I used to bust out my school blazer, the pockets, because I had too much coins. My mum used to say, how you always getting holes in you?
How did you got that move?
I can't even remember who put man onto that. I can't even remember.
It
worked because it's mad. I see there's a fam, bless you soul, fam. One old parking attendant. He still works there now, and he see man the other day. I was like, you don't remember me, do you? He's looking at me. He's like, you don't remember me, do you? He's looking at me like, bruv, you used to run me down every other day for licking these machines. He's like, yes, you and your little friends, because that was a hustle. And I'm talking about, we was making like hundreds of pounds a week from just sticking the parking meters.
Is that when I won't say the love of money, but like I won't say the materialism, because I know, bro, when we're young,
I just wanted tracksuits and trainers.
I think that was a status.
That's all I wanted.
Or yeah, the flyer jacket or like
shot jacket, the Gap anorak that turns into a pouch. Obviously, then we graduated to Averex's and the Visu jeans. But my brother and that was on that heavy, because my brother had Avics and the Visus when I'm in school, because he was hustling. Did you get it?
Yeah, that's why 99 after Belly when we go watch Belly.
Yes. Then remember there was peppermint. on Woolworth Road, and you go get like designer from there basically. Moschino, VC, Crazy Mosh, Versace, all it.
Bro, they were so expensive. The Avericks, what the Avericks them times was like what?
4 bills.
Yeah, 300.
Yeah. Or if you got the level one inside out reversible, 5 bills in that. It was massive, bro. I probably got Avericks that wouldn't even fit me properly now.
It's mad.
It was mad.
Well, it was your status.
It was just like, if you had an Avericks,
you're the guy.
but then again, that's a target on you. Oh, right, because you're a target. You can't just beat anyone with an Avericks. I had to wear my boy's Avericks in certain places for him because he couldn't wear it. Then I give it back to him when we go home. I'm like, bro, why do you even get it? Because his mom's buying it for him. I'm saying, bro, why are you doing this? Because if you lose your Avericks, your mom's going to be mad at you. If I lose my Avericks, I might just go rob someone. But you get it, it was different back then. So like, yeah, man, it was a lot of copy and paste from what I saw the older guys doing, and it just stuck, man.
But it was fun times though. Like I just even think about like just even, bro, like people always say like even just chirping. You had to chirp a girl.
Yeah, you had to chirp a girl.
You have to take your rejections.
But that's character building.
Trocadero, bro.
That's Trocadero, bro. Bro, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, fam, like, it's crazy because the youth them, bro, you can wake up in your bed, lie down your pillow, move to girl and get like 4 numbers in a day. Bro, to get 4 numbers back then, you know what I was doing? Wow, I can't know. Carnival.
Wait.
What? It was a big deal.
Carnival, and the thing with Carnival, bro, you know she's spoken to about 10 other guys got the numbers.
Of course. Who are you? Oh, it's me, man. I was wearing the shorts with the blue, do you remember? And she might be blagging it. It was mad then, man. It was mad. It was proper mad.
So during this time, like, what, so you finished school, like, is it a college thing? Is it just like...
Yeah, I went straight to college. I went SFX, but I got kicked out because that's what I'm saying. I went SFX, yeah.
Which is a good college.
It's a very good college. It's a good college, you get it? Because, man, academically wise, I was always smart to the point where my mum chose my subjects for me, bro. Like, I used to like drawing and that. My mum said, you're not doing art. My brother's got to do art. And I said, Jimmy, you're not doing that. You are going to be a doctor or a lawyer. I'm saying, mum, she literally chose, like, me and my mum used to beef, go back and forth. Like, why can't I just do my brother's did? She's like, nah, you are going to do this, You get me? Bruv, imagine man's in flipping music room. Some girl's phone's gone missing. Obviously, we happened to be there. We all got kicked out.
Was that what, first year? So
first year. I didn't even make it to second
semester.
Bro, I didn't finish the year.
Wait.
Then I went South Thames.
Now that's a ghetto one.
That's when I met. That's when I met the G's them. That's when man started taking hammers and that to college and that. Yeah. Well, man used to literally take the hammer to college, bro. Like, now it's crazy thinking about it, but back then it was normal. And it weren't just us doing it. It was other men doing it as well.
So that kind of thing wasn't really at SFX. Because SFX was still kind of like on the strip.
Don't get it twisted. There used to be a lot of fights and stuff at SFX, and then youths used to come down, rob people. That's how I met Mucky. Do you know what I mean? Mucky he used to rob people. Then he's heard that Rod is the MC, because they call me Young One them times. Because I used to hang around, because I had two older brothers that was in the year above. I used to roll with them and their friends. So I used to always be with the all lot. So they call me Young One. So he's come to clash me. I'm thinking, you come. He's like, you get me? I'm popular. I got my little minions. I come to the gate with like 20 men. He's down, he clashed me. I was like, nah, this shit I like that, man. He's got a heart. Since then, we just became friends. It was crazy. And then, yeah, but when I went to South Thames, whole different experience, bro. I started meeting up with just wild youths, bro.
Wait, where's South? Was that more Battersea? Was it South? Where was South Thames? Was it Wandsworth?
Wandsworth, yeah. Because I went to the Putney one first, and then I transferred to Wandsworth, yeah. But by then it was too late, man. I was knee deep, man.
Was that then also like I remember like Junction and
a lot of Junction youths were there, but them times there everything was cool. Do you know what I mean? Like obviously it'd be little. But it wasn't like, oh, you're from... It wasn't an ends thing, per se.
It was more the old, a bit people...
Yeah, it was them. Look, we didn't really... You know what I mean? Because I got friends in Junction until this day. But it wasn't... Back then, it wasn't like that.
But at this point here, like, music isn't paying for nobody, bro, right?
No, no one.
This channel
So Solid.
Yeah, So Solid.
Was popping. Dizzy was popping. Yeah, like... Because even then, the PDCs and the Mash Towns and that, the money they had was street money, and you knew it was street money. Yeah. Because these men ain't signed, these men ain't on telly.
They weren't doing no
You get me? So it's like, man did music because it was man's hobby and man's passion.
But what I'm saying, bro, even at that point, like this is like you said, 2009, but then 2011, the first project I remember. But you actually are putting out music in this period. It weren't just like...
Yeah. So what happened was, I was running around just doing bullshit. My older cousin, because Khan's went to my school. Khan's the producer, went to my school. Khan's is one of the older lot. So my older cousin, he's like, yeah, man's taking you studio, bro. You can't just be out there doing bullshit, bro. These times you can rap, bro. What are you doing? You taking me to Khan's house. That's when I met Khan's a lot. I knew Khan's already, because me and Khan's little brother we used to rock in school. So it's like, you know what, let me try this music thing. Fam, that man had me in the house every day. Wake up in the morning. Where are you? Oh, man's going nah, you're not going nowhere, come. Man's got a beat for you. I'm saying, what? All them beats that I spent on my first meet, I didn't even choose them. They was already made. When I come to they was already made. It's GMT 1, Call of Duty 1. Them beats was already there. I didn't even have a beat choice then.
You going into the studio with Khans, yeah, and just like...
having my beat selected for me already.
Selected.
Yeah.
That's almost like the old school executive producer. Like, man just picks the beats. Not creates the sound.
More or less, because we have to remember is, I've got projects that are only produced by Khans. Like, beginning to end. Maybe Loco might have a 1 or 2 tracks, but that's his partner as well. So, you know, like, that was like my Just Blaze or Heat Makers or whatever. But you said, was it Dipset influence? Yeah, I liked Dipset. So much, but my loyalty and love for D-Block wouldn't allow me to embrace Dipset how I wanted to. But then Jewels was one of my favourite rappers back then.
Yeah, no, because Jewels had that swagger, bro.
There was a swag about him.
He was a young G.
The fly guy.
Yeah.
But he could rap.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then Jewels, there's a story called Little Boy Fresh and Gone. And then the Styles P one, do you know the song I'm talking about? And it's got like 2 different parts. 2 weeks past me in the rental. Nigga, I was driving on the turnpike, I threw it at his temple.
I think, yeah.
He's talking about his young boy, that was a fed.
Yeah.
That's what made me write stories like Little Nicky and that, and CJ. But and at that time, I was watching the Wire live on telly. It used to come on BBC late at night. I was watching the Wire, so I was like, nah, I need to get into this storytelling rap. Do you know what I mean?
Okay, so look, the storytelling part of it, I'm trying to think. I didn't feel like the storytelling rap was a consistent theme in music at that point, in terms of like...
In the UK or?
In the UK.
No, it wasn't.
In the UK.
It wasn't at all. It definitely wasn't.
There's like, for example, there's people like early doors, there'll be people have moments like... So like Smiler, it was like, you know, you could tell the Nas influence.
Gigs had Saw. Yeah. But it wasn't prominent at all.
What was the reaction at that point when you were making those type of songs? Were people getting it?
When I made Outside, I had people asking me, did that really happen? Was you... I was like, nah. But Outside is based on something from, I want to say The Wire or another show I was watching, but I added certain things from the ends as well in there. But there's other stories that I've told that are real stories from the ends. Like real stories. Obviously, I've dramatized it to make it sound like a rap song, but yeah.
So you're making these type of songs, yeah. Is your mum getting to hear any of them at all? Is it?
No, do you know what? Back then, my mum, she should just think it was a whole lot of noise. She would, even if I told her to listen to it, she wouldn't even have the capacity to get me. But what surprised me is when I made, it's funny we're talking about story songs, when I made Melissa, which is the song about the girl that was going through domestic violence that ended up shooting her boyfriend. That was my mum's favourite song. She used to sing it. Melissa used to love Tov. She loved the song. I was like, it's fine, Tov. I didn't even show it to her. I think my little brother or someone must have showed it to her. And then one time, it was nuts.
Do you know what? You see that? It sounds weird, yeah. It's like stories like Melissa. It's almost like it's in the last couple of years, everyone's done. I won't say like a version of it, but it's Brenda's Got a Baby.
Yeah, it is Brenda's Got a Baby. That's my Brenda's Got a Baby, 100%.
I thought the newer versions of some artists, Brenda's Got a Baby, is very it's quite basic. And I don't know if that's the times we're in. If things are just, if it's just the artist, maybe just the artist's capacity.
I feel like music in general has got more basic. People have dumbed it down to suit the audience. I feel like the audience has got more basic and they demand less.
So look, this is what I want to ask for your takes, bro. You put hella tracks in your projects. Yeah. Like your but your discography, as they say, it's like 100 songs deep, if not more than that. As an artist, how do you go to the well all the time to keep writing, bro? Because you're not a minimalist.
No, I'm far from a minimalist. What's the opposite of a minimalist? I need to find that. I'm going to Google that later. My thing is having a variety to choose from. And that's like in everything. Clothes, trainers, women at a time, not anymore. It's just having variety to choose from. So like the way I used to make my projects was I will have the title of the project before I make the project. So when I made GMT, I knew I wanted a grown feel to it. Gangsters and the glamorous, all of that stuff. When I made Call of Duty, I was literally going to Carnes' grand's house every day and me and flipping Scribs from 6'7", we was just playing Call of Duty every day. Sometimes I'm not even going there to record, I just want to play Call of Duty. So then, one day it was mixtape mode now, I need to make mixtape mode. I'm thinking, Rob, what, man needs to make a mix, like, what should I call it? And my man's going, bro, it's Call of Duty, bro, what do you mean? Like, Call of Duty. And we took the game, artwork, everything. We would have got sued if we'd done that now. So it's like, when I'm in that mode and I know the title, I just over-create.
But your titles are always kind of like compelling and I like the title.
Yeah, because I wouldn't say I'm an overthinker, but I like to put a lot of thought process into my music, especially title and song titles as well. Yeah. I enjoy naming songs. It's hard, but I enjoy because...
Bro, I'm thinking you got so many titles, bro. So many titles. I'm like, I can't read them. It's almost like you're like, before you hear it, you're thinking like, that looks interesting.
Yeah, even Broken Safety. Yeah. Broken Safety is from Nas, you know Nas Rewind? Yeah. Not Rewind, sorry. Rewind's another story. Gave You Power. He's speaking from the perspective of a gun. He's the gun. Yeah, that's where I got Broken Safety concept for. But even that, Broken Safety, like, hold me safely. I got Broken Safety. Like, I'm off the edge. I'm not stable. Do you know what I mean? Like, I just thought that title was sick. Do you know what I mean?
You know, you said like we like kind of move a bit forward. We said there's a difference in like, let's say the capacity of understanding of the music. Yeah. But like I was saying to you, like during those times, the first 3 products in particular, were you getting your props? Were you being overlooked because your music still wasn't within the climate though?
Do you know what it was? I didn't know. You have to remember, I'm a teenager. I don't leave Brixton. I might go a couple other ends. I don't leave South London. West End's probably the furthest I go. I don't know how big I am. Till one day, me and a couple of my boys using Selfridges, yeah? Must have been about, say 3, 4 of us, yeah? I remember we was about to leave, yeah? And there must have been like 10, 15 youths. Like, behind us, like, oi, 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 oi. I look at my bitch like, oh, fam, it's beef. I'm just literally, what youths are gonna see, man, and be, oh yeah, man, you don't know me. Where you know me from? Like, be turning around, youths are coming to us, like, yo, man, innit? I'm like, what? I'm still thinking it's beef.
Yeah, because when you get asked who you want, like, yeah, you're really thinking.
You get me? But by then, I had a mixtape with my face on it. He's like, raw, da-da-da, said my name, innit? I was like, yeah. Fam, you're sick, dad. I'm saying, what? Where you not from? They must have been from West London or something. I'm saying, what? How the hell you know? Even then, when I'm doing mixtapes, you have to remember, there's no streaming sites, there's no Amazon, there's no Apple, there's no Spotify. I'm literally going out in a backpack, giving out my CD to the men then. I might sell it, But my thing was always, if I leave my house with 100 CDs and I give them all out for free, it's better than me coming back with 50 CDs, because I don't need to hear myself. I made it. This is for everyone else to hear. So that day, when them youths come and did that, I said, raw to my bro. I said, fam, this thing's mad, you know. Bro, if I didn't do music, I probably wouldn't even have social media like that.
But tell me why you decided, why you wanted to put your face out. Or...
Because I wanted to be that guy. I wanted to be like Dizzy.
So you wanted a bit of that?
I wanted to be like Gigs. Yeah.
What comes with it then when you start? So you start getting more paranoid?
Paranoia. I was literally took the words out of my mouth. Paranoia. Because and remember, yeah, man's young, man's ignorant, man not know life, man not know nothing. Now, I even tweeted the other day, I try to see youths, black youths, and say, well, go on, I'll nod my head at them. Because I don't want to stare you down, I don't want you to stare me down. Because you could go about your day, see 50 white men, not even notice they're there. Once you see a black man, you're looking at him head to toe. Why? I'm asking you though, why do you think man does that?
Bro, it's just, bro, that's what we see as the perceived threat level, bro.
It's threat, innit? Your guard's up now, innit? But you see, once I say, well, go on, man will be like, oh, well, go on, Tef. It's like, you weren't going to say that.
It's sad though, bro, because it's so deep-rooted, isn't it?
Bruv, it's a learned behaviour.
Yeah, that's true.
We've learnt that behaviour, bro. Do you know where we've learnt it from? Being on the back of the bus. Who's that? Staring man down out the window. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Bruv, a lot of beef start from man's eyes.
Just looking too long, innit? I'm not looking away and like... Yeah.
You don't, I don't know you from nowhere to not like you, but I don't like the way you've looked at me now. So now I've got an issue with you. You looking at? Are you right, blood? Now it's war.
Or stepping on a shoe in a club, bro.
And bro, listen, you go to a club, a white man step on your shoe or spill a drink on you. Oh, come in buy your drink, mate. Bro, a black man might stab you or shoot you for stepping on your shoe.
Yeah, some hyper masculine. I don't know what to call it, bro.
Bro, when you break it, it's crazy. Half of the beefs that man's laying in the dirt for now or sitting in prison for, it's over nothing, bro.
Probably more than that, bro. Like 85%, bro.
It's over nothing.
Yeah. It's not real. It's not money.
It's not real, bro. Yeah. Most men that have caught bodies, they'll be in jail like, bro, I wish it wasn't even worth it, bro. It wasn't worth it.
Have you ever gone to jail before?
Yeah, I went to jail. I had a little few months. You know what I mean?
What was that experience like? Was it big man jail or was it?
Yeah, no, I went big man jail. I only went jail 3-4 years ago. Yeah, when I went jail, I was like, blood.
So that's you. You're Tef.
I was already who I was by the time, I'm the most famous person in jail when I've gone there. The screws know me. From I've landed, man, like, bro, what are you doing in there? I was just listening to your tape.
Was it embarrassing?
It was embarrassing. I'm not trying to tell no one who I am. If you know, you know. But I'm not, bro. I got screws busting my door in the morning. Oh, he's on the radio last night. I'm like, bro, allow it, man. Don't tell me. I don't want to know, bro. Because I feel like a waste man being there. I feel like a waste man being there, bro. Do you get it? But I don't think that it's mad because like a young boy said to me one time, he's like, Tef, like I remember I was speaking to him. He was in jail at the time. He's like, Tef, like I remember wanting to come jail thinking it was cool because all the men was there. I was like, what? He's like, yeah, like jail just sounded cool, but I found it's a waste man thing. I said, bro, you wanted to go jail? He's like, yeah, it sounded like a youth club.
Because at one point, someone in the blocks, everyone's going to end up going there.
But for me, it was a reality check, like, this is who you are, and this is where you're not meant to be. And I remember, yeah, it was a Sunday, yeah, I was listening to the radio, and Ian Wright came on. It was Black History Month. I went to jail around this time. I was in jail for my birthday, bro. I didn't even tell no one it was my birthday. I didn't celebrate nothing. I was just pissed off. But I remember Ian Wright came on the radio and he was telling his story of before he went football. And I didn't know he went jail. See? Ian Wright went jail. He used to steal cars and that. He went jail.
He started professional at 23. He started kind of late.
Yeah. So he went jail and that, yeah. And obviously he follows me on that online and that. So I must have hit him I was like, yeah, Unks, man, I was just listening to you on the radio, like, that was mad inspiring. I didn't even know your story was like that, I'm in flipping Thameside right now. He's like, what? See the talking he gave me that day, yeah? He's like, bruv, do you know who you are? You're in jail, like, you in jail, are you mad? Do you know your purpose, like, do you know what you represent? And you're just sitting in jail. Like, see that talk that he gave me, yeah? I said, bro, I can never come back here, bro. I could actually never come back here, bro. Like, I almost cried, bro. Like, that's how, like, because obviously I know who I am. I know myself, but I don't know what I mean to other people. And that's like a hero to man. I'm a Man United supporter through and through, but Ian Wright is still one of my idols. You get me? And what he said to man, I'd save the message, bro. I showed him, I was like, bruv, nah, it's true. And then one day, I remember I was chilling. I was in my cell with my I was in my celly, yeah. It was a Friday night, yeah. But I didn't like listening to the radio because I don't want to hear other rappers because that reminds me of what I'm missing. So I was like, well, bruv, turn it up. I was a Kenny All-Star, innit? I was like, bruv, loud, bro. My tune came on, bruv. I was like, oh fuck, bruv. Nana banging. Hey, Tef, you're on. I was saying, oh fuck, fam, man's really in jail. See, when I come home, blood, I said, nah.
But ain't it mad, bro, that like you had to be almost at your lowest point?
That was my lowest point. 100%. Yeah, cause I didn't know I didn't know my worth. 100% I didn't know my worth. But my price when I was in jail isn't the price I got when I came out of jail. My price was different, bro.
How did your mom react when you inside?
Bro, do you know what it was? Yeah. My mum didn't know I was going to jail because I was on bail. What I went jail for, I had done a few times, but the last time they was like, nah, you got to catch one of these again, you're done. Do you know what I mean? And even the judge said, bruv, like, you're a rapper, you work with kids, you do charity football matches, and you're rolling with this in your car. She said, I have to send you jail. She said, I have to. She said, I don't even want to, but I have to.
It's a mad contradiction now.
Yeah, because it was contradictory, you get me? So I was like, all right, cool. I was going to go to jail. I was like, cool, it's whatever, bruv. You see that phone call that I had to tell my mum, yeah, mum, I'm here, That broke, man. Even though I know I wasn't going for long, but it's like, I can do how long I got to be there, yeah? But it's like my mum's in jail with me every day now. Because that woman's going to stress.
Anxiety, you know what that's the mothers. Bro.
My mum's high blood pressure, all of that. You know African mums. I used to tell my mum, listen, I can't call you every day. Not that I had money on my phone every day. I said, mum, I can't call you every day because every time I talk to you, that's when I want to cry.
Yeah, you make mum's a warrior, innit?
I don't care about anything else out there. I had a girl at the time, I told her, listen, it's cool, do your thing, I'm calm. If I come out and it's that. I used to phone my mum Sundays only. When she comes back from church, yeah, mum, I'm going to phone you. I mean, one day I didn't phone her or whatever. I can't remember what happened, I think. Something happened in jail anyway, I couldn't phone her or whatever. I thought to her the next day, she's like, Jim, I didn't sleep. I didn't know what happened to you. She's like, I didn't even know if you was dead. That's when I said, nah, because it's not you, it's not just you riding that jail, bro, it's everyone that loves you. Did you get it? I didn't want no visits, I didn't want no one. And one thing I rate about my mum, yeah, I remember when I was young, like before I even got arrested, she said, listen, I've got 5 brothers, yeah, and I've got 3 sons, yeah, and I've never, ever